Welcome to TMI, the Men's Initiative, where we interview leaders in the community and the body of Christ who have a proven track record and foundation of spiritual growth and success. These men will talk about spiritual well-being, men's mental health, relationship tips, health and body care, family, and more.
Hello, I am Dakota Grady, and I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your show and share about who I am, also about why it's important for men to handle finances. But let me tell you about who I am. So here from South Carolina, my mom and dad had 7 children, so we grew up in a large family, and my last name is Grady, so they just call us the Grady Bunch. So if you know about the Brady Bunch, you get the connection. So people used to laugh at us because we had a large family. And I also had a speech impediment. I stuttered back in the day, and people used to laugh at me. And once I was so afraid, I was in college at this point, and I was in front of the class. I had prepared for the speech. I was dressed really nice, and I got in front of the class, and I couldn't talk because I was so afraid nothing came out of my mouth. That was the last time that ever happened to me, because at that point I said, well, I wanted to get better, so I learned how to do public speaking, and also doing leadership skills and speaking and coaching, specifically about personal finance and business. And I want to teach people about how to handle finance, because growing up in a large family, we were on welfare. We had government assistance, food stamps, a WIC. And if you know about those things, it's basically a government handout. And my parents, they worked low income jobs, so we were qualified to get the food stamps and the WIC. Imagine me being in the store, having low confidence because I stuttered, and then also on food stamps, so my self-esteem was low. But as I grew and got older, I knew that I needed to improve my speaking skills, so I started again speaking and getting better at public speaking, and then also teaching people how to handle finances, because my mom and dad did not teach me how to handle money. So I knew that I needed to get education, 1, and 2, how to handle finances as well. So when I was going to school, I wanted to basically have money, because I knew I needed to have money for things. I started working when I was 14 years old. Learned how to work, got my work ethic up. And then when I got out of high school, I went to school. And during those times, I worked as well. So throughout school, since I was 14 years old, I've been working, because I knew I needed to work in order to get out of the low income situations. Got a chance to go to college. I got 2 bachelor's degrees, 1 in marketing, 1 in accounting, and also welding degrees, because again, I knew education was the key. But one thing I did learn through school with my parents is about how to handle finances. So I took a class on personal finances, and also started saving money. And I actually learned that was my gift of handling money properly, God's way, I should say. So I started coaching my family and people about how to handle finances. So fast forward to today, I've written 2 books on personal finances. I've also started a business talking about personal finances, accounting, and taxes as well. So I help people handle their finances personally and in business. So that's a little about who I am. So why is personal finances important? Well, for me, I think it's important because no matter where you are in life, whether you're married or single, male or female, but this is a male show, you need to know how to handle your finances. Picture this: you're married, your wife, or been dating, and you decide to get married. Been married for maybe 5 to 10 years. She handles the finances. She take all the bills, make sure things are paid on time. She goes shopping. All right. So she gets sick and passes away. You weren't involved in handling the money. So how do you know who to pay, meaning the bills, how much to pay, when to pay them? How about groceries? When do you go get groceries? Where do you go? Where do you shop? Do you need a grocery list? Do you budget your money? Right. Oh, and you have children? Do you get them up in the morning, take them to school? Do you have field trips you got to pay for? You have all these dynamics when it comes to finances. So if it's important for you to handle your finances in your marriage, and you're married, and you aren't handling finances with your spouse, I want to encourage you today to talk to your spouse about finances, because she may be overwhelmed, feeling like all the weight is on her, when it's not. You may be making the money, you may be the breadwinner, but she needs your support to let her know that you're there for her, to support her. And again, if she passes away, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive? How are you going to survive if you're single, right? You don't have any kids, or just you and your wife, how are you going to survive? Or what if you do have children? How are you going to take care of them and yourself? So I recommend learning how to manage your finances, because whether you make a little bit of money or a lot of money, you need to manage your finances. What's important is not how much you make, it's how well you manage what you make when it comes to your finances. So my mom and dad have 7 kids. They didn't talk about money in the household. Maybe you just like me, you didn't learn about finances in school or from your parents, but now it's on you to handle your finances, because no one's gonna do it for you. So I recommend, if you want help with your finances, go to my website at dakotagrady.com to get resources about how to handle your finances. And if you have a business, same thing. My niche though for accounting and taxes is nurse practitioner, entrepreneurs, and estheticians, because I want to niche down and focus on that area. I don't want to serve everybody. I want to serve a few so that I can stay in my lane. But there are resources there on the website about personal finances. My book is also available called Broke: Secret to Face America's Financial Crisis, because we're in a crisis, but we just don't know it. So get the book online at dakotagrady.com. And my podcast, or the show, is called The Rule Your Money Show on YouTube. So, question for you. Now that you know it's important to handle your finances, what are you going to do to change your financial future? If you're married or single, it doesn't matter. The whole point is get informed, educated, and use what you have learned to change your future. I am Dakota Grady. Thank y'all for letting me be on your show.